Hi, I'm Chris, and for the last 9 years I've used my 2010 Prius to travel and camp for weeks and even months at a time. In a few short videos, I'll quickly transform this older Toyota hybrid into what I call the Prius Base Camp.
The holidays are over, winter is almost over, spring's just around the corner. I just couldn't wait any longer. I had to get back on the road. So last night I left a little late. I got into Beaver, Utah, about 10 o'clock, a little before 10. I got to sleep by 10. About 4 o'clock in the morning, it was about 18 degrees. I had to get up, start the car, warm up, get some food, just get my body warmed. And I started heading south, got down to a place called Silver Reef. I camped out here last year, enjoyed it. I wanted to, explore a few more areas around here this time. I'm making my way south. It's still, the cold's following me, so I'm trying to get as far south as possible. This trip here, it'll probably be a little over 2 weeks, less than 3. Today, I'm just going to show you a few things around the car, just get back into traveling. So hope you enjoy. I wanted to go ahead and make some coffee this morning. I can show you my little setup for coffee. This water kettle is ran by AC power. So I have a plug that's ran from here all the way to the front of the car. So I just get this thing plugged in, filled up with water, get my water heated up, and I can make my coffee. So let's go ahead and get that done. It's been a little while since I made coffee in this thing, quite a few months. So let's see how it goes. The best thing about this is I don't have to burn any fuel up. I'm just using my battery. Also using this distilled water. I usually get it from a store that has a water maker, and that way I don't get any deposits or anything like that. I gotta pop this so this can have air. Let's get some water in here. But when I was using like just tap water from home, it would leave some deposits and stuff. So I would have to clean this out regularly. But now that I use just this store water that's been filtered, it works out great. So we just turn that on. We're gonna wait a few minutes and see. I'll just put my hand on this little ring here to see if it's heating up. Make sure the light's on, so we should be good to go. But yeah, so usually in the morning I gotta make my coffee, and that makes me get up out of bed and get warmed up. I try to choose a spot that's in the sun. So this usually, I say, only takes maybe 3 minutes. So we'll see how long it takes. Once this thing starts and gets warm, it boils really quick. I have a jet boil as well. The jet boil works really quick, but like I said, I'm using that jet boil fuel, and it's usually $6 for a canister. And I'd rather just use my free electricity when I can. So let's go ahead and get my coffee set up. I have a little coffee cup that has a filter, or like a French press or a press in it. And I use this for my coffee. Well, if I can get it turned on, there we go. So yeah, if you can see, I have a filter right here, and this just presses. So when I get my coffee, yeah, that's getting a little warm. So I used to use like a drip coffee, and I used to have a little collapsible filter holder where I would put the filter here, and I'd have to have my paper filters, and it made good for easy cleanup. But I find that I like this a lot better. I don't have to deal with any paper products or anything like that. I can just pour the hot water in here, let it let it seep, and then press the grounds out, and I can drink the coffee right from here, and easily just, you know, put a little bit of more water in there, switch it around, and then I can dump that out. It's just coffee grains, so I find that this works a lot better for me now. So, you know, when you're on the road, you find products that work better or easier over time. I really like this setup here. It's a GSI Outdoors. I found it for like $5 at a secondhand store, and I've been using it for about a year now. But yeah, I can start to hear the water kind of bubble now, and it's only been a few minutes. So I like to take a peek. Let's see. Yeah, I got some bubbling. There was a little bit of steam coming. So within, I mean, we can time it, but I say roughly 3 minutes, we're good to go. 3-4 minutes tops. This kitchen box, you know, it contains my water. It's got all my utensils right here. I got like a utility pliers and knives and stuff like that. I got little spatulas. Yeah, just the basics. Generally, when I'm traveling and on the road, I do like to have one good meal a day. All the other, you know, like say breakfast and lunch, I don't really, you know, oh, there we go. We got some steam coming. There we go. Turn it off. Good to go. So I can tell, like once you start hearing the water, within a minute, it starts to boil. So we'll pull this out. I got my coffee grounds in here. I'm just gonna pour this in here. Perfect. So we'll just let that seep there. Let that cool down and dry out. And I can put it back in its case. This little zip case right here, this little zip case. Once I get it in there, I just sit there and tuck it away. Because I use it every day, it sits right here next to my water. My coffee's right here, so I'm always back here making coffee. This setup, it works great. When it's super cold, I thought about trying to make this inside because I have access to the plug from the front, because that's where my battery station's at. Later, I'll show you where my battery station's located and what I have plugged in. So I may figure out a way to do a coffee setup up front so I can easily just, you know, roll out of bed, sit in the back seat right there, and I can have a little, maybe a, what is it, like a bedroom tray, a breakfast tray that I can actually put my coffee stuff on, and I can make coffee there whenever, say, the weather's bad. Sometimes it's windy and I don't even want to come out here. So generally, if that's the case, I'll just get like a protein shake or something like that from the fridge for my kind of morning. You know, I used my jet boil for years while I was camping or I was on the river rafting or something. I always liked that jet boil. It boils water really quick. Everything's self-contained. My jet boil, you know, like I said, everything's contained. Everything's inside this cup right here, and this is my whole cook system when I go camping or where I'm on the river. I really like this. I've enjoyed it. It works out great. I think they're a little pricey, but I bought it a long time ago. It's never failed me. It's just you have to make sure you have those canisters. But it's really convenient. But what I found is that because I have this power, I would just much rather use this little hot water kettle. You can use this for tea or anything else as well. So let me I'll get a spoon and let's stir this around a little bit. Let's get a paper towel. Let's get some sugar here. Yeah, the amount of water this holds and boils is perfect for this cup, so it's great. Makes just the right amount of coffee. However, when I'm at home, I like to have a little little ice cube to kind of cool it off. All right, good morning to you. Hot, 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 hot. I wanted to show you the two other appliances I have. I have a single slice toaster here, and I have my rice maker, my little mini rice maker. These can both be powered by my power supply, and this makes really good one-pot meals. Usually I kind of make like a sausage jambalaya, or I'll just make some rice and I can put that, make some gumbo. But I really like the rice maker. I can heat up soup. This is kind of really versatile, and like once again, I don't have to use up fuel. This is free power, free electricity. But I can't sing enough praises about this single slice toaster. I love toast. So toast really improves my meal a hundredfold. So I really enjoy this toaster. You know, sometimes I get a little crazy and I gotta make, you know, 3-4 slices of toast, but it's well worth it. So these are the other two items that I use to I power with my power station. I just wanted to show you those two additional items. Another thing that I don't have right with me is the Lunchbox stove. I'll be right back. Let me go grab that. All right, I got this Lunchbox stove right here. This here is powered through the cigarette lighter, so I don't power it from back here. It's when I'm this stove here works best when I'm on the road traveling and I'm trying to heat or kind of cook something while I'm driving. So this remains up front with me. So it's just, you know, that simple, you know, I use these little aluminum loaf pans to keep things from sticking and staining, and I can cook things while I'm driving. So there's another way I cook. I keep banging, bang, bang, bang. So yeah, I just wanted to show you all my appliances that I have while I'm on the road, and give you some ideas on how you can prepare food. Let's show you where that battery is located. You can see it right there. You can see the red top. All right, here I'll go ahead and show you from the side kind of where it's placed. This is the Bluetti I was talking about. This is a model number EB70. It's only 700 watts on the AC side right here. It's just enough to run my water kettle. The water kettle was drawn about 720 to 700 up to 740, and it's never tripped. The water kettle, like I said, we showed that it only ran for about maybe 3-4 minutes tops. I thought initially I was going to have to purchase a larger Bluetti, but because over the last year since I've had that water kettle, I've not had any issues. My 700 watt has been fine. Eventually I will get another Bluetti. It'll probably be a little larger one, just because the technology has come along. On the DC side here, we have 200 watt USB-C connections, and then we have 2 USB-A connections at 5 volts. So these are kind of lower powered. What I like to do is I run a cigarette plug adapter that has a little more wattage than this right here. So normally I don't run these on some lower wattage devices. Yes, I can run those. I also have some 12 volt, 10 amp, and this is what I run the fridge off of. The fridge has a plug that goes into the fridge, and then I spliced in one of these round connectors. I don't know what the name of those are, but I wanted to
I didn't want to use the DC plug here because this DC plugs seem to kind of come unplugged, and when they come unplugged, you know, at the wrong time. So I don't want to be, you know, gone for a day and come back and my fridge, you know, with it being 100 degrees in my car, my fridge just shut off because this kind of wiggled its way loose. So that's why I chose these plugs here for my DC fridge. Here up here, this is the input. This is where we have my cigarette lighter powers this right here. And it only charges 100 watts. From the cigarette lighter. The cigarette lighter can only produce 100 watts, so that's where it only produces 100 and maybe 105 watts or something like that, I think it is, when it's charging. Maybe even 110. But it also is a max of 200 watts, and I do have a 200 watt solar panel that I've hooked up to this and have charged with this. Being in the car, I don't have room for a hard panel. I have considered getting a collapsible, portable solar panel, but with my style of camping and driving, I've just never found the need to carry a solar panel with me. So I haven't gotten one. It'd be nice if I had one that kind of supplemented, and I will add a solar panel in the future. And yeah, we'll talk about that. I'll probably do that this year. Just to have a solar panel, something that I can upgrade with. So whenever I do get a larger battery supply, then that solar panel will work with it as well. So I just wanted to introduce you to my power station and where it was located. And I hope you got some good bits of information of how I power my Prius. Last but not least, let's show you my cargo carrier. Without this cargo carrier, I wouldn't be able to carry a lot of the stuff that I need to carry on these long trips. This is where everything kind of goes up to kind of get out of the way. This is kind of where my appliances go. I got a big chair up there. I put my tent. I got another propane grill that if I want to grill steaks or hamburgers or hot dogs, I got that up there as well. So let's go ahead. The benefit of having a cargo carrier like this is it opens from both sides, so I can gain access from both sides. So we're gonna go around. I have my pop-up tent. This is kind of where I take a shower. Say I need to pull over and use the restroom. I'll pop that tent up and do what I got to do. So having this cargo carrier being able to be opened and closed from both sides is really beneficial to gain access to everything. So it may not be as stealth as I'd like, but you need the space, and this is where I get it, is from this cargo carrier. I hope you enjoyed this episode, me talking about my power station, the appliances I power, and also my cargo box.